Hey, Leela, it's Clint Davis with Keller Williams and the Lori Hollowell team. Now, I know we've been chatting a bit about the market at work, so I went ahead and made this video just for you. My goal here is to provide accurate and current information about the market because, as you and I both know, the market has been shifting, and during this time of change and uncertainty, we want to rely more on numbers rather than hearsay. This will arm you with the information necessary to form your own opinion. It also may come to surprise you where your equity may lie in today's market. Now, it's normal for people to check on the performance of their stocks, their retirement savings, or other investments, but rarely do they take the time or have someone else take the time to properly evaluate their equity in today's market. And I want to put an emphasis on today's market. Now, I'm sure we all know the three rules of real estate: location, location, and again, location. But let's not forget timing here. Now, I'm going to get done chattering and we're going to dive right into the numbers. Now, I went ahead and pulled up the Michael Lewis Marketing Suite. This is real-time market numbers, and this is one of the top data resources for realtors today. Now, what we want to do is look at this little chart over here, and we want to see the median list price. Now, what this does is it's a good indicator for the market ceiling. We don't want to go over this unless we've got the best thing since sliced bread. Now we want to go over here for price per square footage. This is a benchmark that provides us with an appropriate figure to determine an accurate listing price for the market area. And a simple way to figure out a listing price is you take the average price per square foot and you multiply it by the square footage of your home, and bang, you got a listing price. Now, it's not that simple all the time, but it can give you a range to work with, and we adjust up or down according to the condition of the home. Now we're going to move down here to days on market. We want to centralize the data by finding the average and the median. This just shows you how quickly that the home will sit on the market until we're able to attract an acceptable offer. And it also illustrates the buyer's willingness to pay in this area. Now we're going to go down to price decreasing. So 41% of the inventory on the market in Freeport has experienced a price decrease. Why? Because most of them were probably aiming past that ceiling, through the ceiling, trying to get the best bang for your buck like it was 2021, 2022, and it's not. So now the next thing that they have to do to get an acceptable offer is come down on the price, hence shifting market. Now, only 6% of the inventory on the market has experienced a price increase. The inventory on the market is 201, so we have about 201 homes for sale in Freeport, Florida. Now we're going to go over to this seller's index. It has a slight seller's advantage on the market, which is a good sign. And last, we're going to go to our market segment, the 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom homes within 3 years of age. Median list price, roughly $415,000. Now, here's just a quick realtor view of your home. These are all the things in which we see when we're researching different people's homes. You can see a lot. Now, what I went ahead and did was what I went ahead and did here was I searched for homes within a 2-mile radius, homes that are actively on the market today, and homes that have sold within the past 6 to 9 months. So this list was handcrafted for homes that are very similar to yours within square footage, dimensions, characteristics, and it's around you. So that way we can get a more accurate figure and better data to support an appropriate listing price. Quick rule of thumb, when comparing homes, we want to stay within 10 to 20% of size, meaning the square footage and the lot size. Your square footage is 2,031, so we really don't want to look at homes that are bigger than 2,400 square feet. And we also don't want to look at homes that are smaller than 1,700 square feet. With that in mind, here's all the dimensions of your home, and here's the actives, here's the solds. Now, what we really want to do here is emphasize on what's sold within the past 6 to 9 months, because that is what will help us determine pricing. The actives just show us the competition. Those are the homes in which other buyers may be comparing to yours if they're considering buying in your neighborhood. I went ahead for active listings. I found the median and average list price per square foot, and days on market. So that's between the 207 to 210 price per square foot range. That'll put a listing price and average and median listing price between 450 to 400 and roughly 63,000. Now, when we go off what's sold, we've got purchase range within 460 to $466,000, and that has a price per square footage range of 211 and $213, with an average days on market for the solds, with an average day on market for the solds between 1 to 2 months. Now, I went ahead and took those numbers for the actives and the solds and generated a listing range. If you were on the market, similar to the homes that are on the market now, here's what you can price at. And for the homes that have sold, here's what you can price at. Now I want to keep in mind the homes that have sold within the last 6 to 9 months, their lots are bigger than yours, and they're also slightly newer than yours, which is fine. It's not all boo-hoo. This just means that people are willing to pay slightly more for something that's slightly bigger. All right, so if you're ever curious as to what the value of your home is in today's market, I made a range of numbers to consider. I've never seen your home. I don't know the condition of your home. I don't know any upgrades, any features and benefits that you may have to offer. So I thought it was safe to just go ahead and create a range and explain pricing strategies. The first strategy is slightly below market price. In a hot market, this creates a multiple offer strategy or a bidding war, enticing buyers to submit their offers quickly because buyers will try to outbid one another, and that'll bring the listing price up. Next, we have average condition and timing. This is at the market pricing. This just means we're following the averages of the market. We're at the market's mercy. Nothing about this house really stands out. We didn't really put any upgrades into the house. And you don't really want to go overboard, but you also aren't the ugly house on the block. Then we have the slightly above market ask. This means we have minor recent updates. That means you might have added some flooring. You might have screened in a porch. You may have new windows, new appliances, new everything, but nothing really major. It just means that your home is very sturdy. It is a turnkey property. So when people purchase their house, they're ready to just walk in and everything's done. There's nothing to worry about. Now you've got the above average sales condition home. And this is red, and it's red for a few reasons. This means that your house is the cream of the crop of the neighborhood. Your neighbors can't wait for you to move because they want that house. This is a turnkey property. You got a pool, a jacuzzi, all kinds of tricked out stuff in here. People can't wait for you to hightail it out. But if that's not the case, what this is it shows us the no-go zone, meaning we don't have any business pricing above here or even at this number. So this just creates a ceiling on what we don't do. Now, after taking all of those numbers, I plugged them into a seller net sheet. Now, what this does is it breaks down some of the costs and expenses that goes into the transaction. Now, understand that this is only an estimate, so not all of the expenses are there, and they may vary by the title company used, by the lender used, different taxes, different things. But this just gives you an idea of what you can walk away with when you close on the house. Now, I went ahead and assumed a zero mortgage value right here. So to keep things simple, if you did have a mortgage balance, you can just take this number and subtract your mortgage balance to get your net. Now here, I assumed a mortgage value of about $260,000. And I went ahead and did the same for the other two prices as well. Now you might be like, oh my God, Clint, these numbers don't match. 423, 424, 407, 406, 397, 396. Yes, they don't match. And there's a reason. This is called charm pricing. As you can see, all of these are odd numbers. And what odd numbers does is it tricks the mind in thinking that it's getting a deal. Like when you buy things for $99.99 or $4.99, it's slightly below. And when you use odd numbers, it makes people think that you really put some thought into something. And which, as you can see with all these numbers, we did. Just a quick reminder, since you've owned this home for 2 out of the last 5 years as a primary residence, you do qualify for a capital gains exemption. So remember that. You will be walking away with all of this money tax-free. Now, I hope you were able to gain some valuable insight from this video. And remember, if you are ever curious about your home's value in the future, all you got to do is type in the address of your home and valuation update in your email search bar, and this video will pop up. Please don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions. Now, thank you for watching, and I just really hope that this was useful for you. Peace.